So have you got any other leading sort of data or any sort of survey member information which sort of puts a bit of a really current spotlight on where you see the industry and whether it's as bad as it is right now or whether or not it's as deep as what it is or whether there's really sort of patchy positions?
We certainly have. If you look, we just look at the housing sector and then we'll come maybe to the commercial sector, but 2019 was a tough year. 2020 was always going to be tough, irrespective of COVID. And when COVID hit, we know, and we surveyed our members and we talked to them very regularly up and down the coast, that they had enough work out till about September, October. And that's the commercial builders as well, but the housing guys. So there were contracts in place that meant that they were okay for a few months, and now that's getting closer. And so, but there would be a cliff in September, October. And so we have worked nationally through the federal government and the state government, calling on both levels of government, and all levels actually, we've been pushing local government as well, to introduce a package of stimulus that would save the industry. And so we were looking at a 45% slump in 19, 20, 21.
2021.
I beg your pardon, in 2021. So in 1920, we had 30,000 commencements. In the absence of stimulus, we thought that would be about a 45% fall down to 17 or 18,000 commencements.
And this is house building commencements.
That's right. Yeah, this is, and no, units as well. But
units as well.
But with the stimulus, we think that for 2021 it'll be about 28,000. So that's still a significant fall. It's still sort of 28% fall, but it's better than a 45% fall. And there is no doubt that the demand has been like through the roof, and that's builders big and small right across the state. So the project home builders, renovations, although renovations didn't actually get caught in some parts, patchy, but some renovators didn't have a GFC, let alone a COVID slump, and that's in Brisbane.
Yeah.
But across the state, it was looking very dire, and right now people are really struggling to cope with the level of interest, although that's a problem in itself because the home builder grant, you can't make application. But people are signing contracts. We were concerned that people would get frustrated because the process hadn't opened up and would walk away. But I'm now hearing that contracts have been signed because they know the new house they're going to build or buy will build if they're going to get the $25,000 from the federal government. It's under the cap, so that it'll comply. They earn what they're earning annually is under the cap, so they have every reason to expect they're going to get it. So they're signing up, hoping that they'll get the $25,000 from the federal government. And if they're a first home, if it's a first home and they're in regional Queensland, they can get $45,000, which is extraordinary.
Is that just from the feds, or is that when you combine the state, the state and the two together? Is that right?
Correct. Yeah. So the state government's thrown another $5,000 for new home construction, and then you've got the $25,000 from the federal government, and then you had the $15,000 from the state government for the first home owners. Now, it's a little bit complicated because some are for just new construction, and the $15,000 from the state is for a new home or new construction, so as long as it's never been lived in. But $45,000 in regional Queensland is an extraordinary amount of money, and it's working. It is working.